What impact does it have on you when your left tackle is playing as well as Andrew is?
Has a huge impact on me, on everyone, I think, and he's played great. No secret about it. I think when you turn on the tape, he's shut down pass rushers, and whoever he's gone up against, he's played really well. So big credit to him. It's a huge, it's the ultimate team game, and that's an important position, and he's played well.
What's your reaction about winning NFC Offensive Player of the Week?
Yeah, certainly grateful to be recognized and appreciated, and I think it says a lot about our offense and our team, and we talked about Andrew. There's the whole team's has to play well to score points and to gain a lot of yards. So I think it's a credit to all those guys.
With key guys out and the way guys stepped up for you, specifically the receivers, how much does that just open up options for the passing game just moving forward the rest of the season?
Yeah, I think it does a ton. I think the depth at that position is big for us, and a lot of guys coming in, doing a lot of different things well, and kind of playing to their skill set, giving them opportunities, calling plays based on what they do well. And I think you saw that, and able to highlight a lot of those guys. So that was big. Those guys stepped up. John obviously stepped up, and a lot of those guys. So it was big for us.
When you went back and watched that, though, how much different did the offense look, if at all? Considering, I mean, you did throw the ball downfield a lot more. So when you were looking at it on the film, was it a significant difference?
Not really. I think the biggest thing was executing it. I thought we executed it better on the field. I think there's been opportunities that we haven't executed as well early on, and we were able to do that. So that's a credit to we talked about the guys up front and the receivers who stepped up. So it takes a whole group.
Daniel, Joe said earlier today that since he's been with you, you've weathered a lot of storms. What do you think he's referring to there?
I don't know. I mean, we haven't won enough games. I mean, that's no secret. The first 2 years, and obviously this season didn't start how we wanted to or expected it to. So those are storms we've all had to weather, and we've got to continue to progress, continue to improve. I think it was a big win for us, but it's over now, and our focus is on Dallas and making sure we're prepared this week.
You think it's made you tougher in some way, mentally, physically, anyway?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's hard to win in this league, and it doesn't come easy. It comes with a lot of hard work and preparation. I think it's taught that lesson more than anything. So that's important every week. Like I said, now the focus is preparing this week and making sure we're prepared to play on Sunday.
Daniel, what do you think of the Dallas defense, especially a couple of those players who've turned into playmakers?
Yeah, I think it's a good group, a very talented group. They play fast, play hard. We talked about some of those guys who made plays. They've turned the ball over a lot, taken the ball away, and affected the game. So, we'll have to be aware of some of those guys and have a plan for them. But, it comes down to us doing what we need to do and executing as a unit.
Is Diggs taking more chances? Is that why he has 5 interceptions, or what do you attribute that to?
Yeah, I think he is in certain situations, but like any good corner or D-back, he's selective about when he kind of takes those chances. So being heads up for that, and being aware of it. But you can tell he's a smart player, and he knows when to take those chances.
What's the key to being successful when you're throwing those deep balls? It seems like that's something you've been really good at the last 2 years.
I think just giving guys a chance to make a play and keeping it, giving them a chance. Not throwing it, not trying to overthrow it or throw it out of bounds. I think more often than not, a guy's going to go up and make a play for you or separate, and our guys have been able to do that for us. So I think that's part of it.
When you're throwing a deep ball, and you see 12, you see Ross going out there, do you have to in your head a little bit click and say, okay, he's a little bit faster, I need to get it out there a little faster?
Yeah, certainly. I think, I learned that pretty early in camp. Obviously, he had a injury, kept him out of, the back half of camp, but you can see the speed, you can feel it definitely when you throw it.
The criticism of Jason, at least prior to this week, kind of has been at times he's too vanilla or too conservative. I'm just curious, what do you think when you hear that?
Yeah, I mean, I certainly don't agree with it. I think when you watch the tape and you turn it on, when you watch other offenses, that's not. I don't think that's a fair conclusion to draw from comparing different schemes. I think more than anything, it's been about us executing it and taking advantage of some of those plays that have been there. I thought we did a better job on Sunday, so we've got to continue to do that. But I think the opportunities have been there, and I think the stuff we're doing on offense has kept defenses on their heels.
Every coach has talked about how Kadarius had to earn their trust, your trust. I mean, where are you at with that? Has he made strides now that he's been practicing?
He is. I thought he had a great week last week in practice, and that kind of translated to the field. And he made a ton of plays for us. I think it's you can see how dangerous he can be with the ball in his hands and making guys miss, staying on his feet, extending plays. So, we've got to continue to, I've got to continue to focus on doing that, getting him the ball, and I think he's come to it with the right approach of learning, and we're constantly talking and getting on the same page throughout the week as we game plan.
And Micah Parsons looks like he can play inside. He plays outside. How much do you have to be aware of where he is pre-snap, and just what have you seen from him as a rookie, as a pass rusher especially? Yeah, like you said, he's extremely versatile as a player. Can rush the passer, can play in the box as a linebacker, and I think his speed jumps off the tape when you watch him, how quick he is to the ball, to find the ball, and how physical he can be. So I think that's it, recognizing where he is, and understanding his speed and how aggressive he plays. But he's a extremely athletic linebacker, pass rusher, and someone we'll have to be aware of.
Daniel, in baseball, it seems that when a guy's hitting well, they say he's seeing the ball. I mean, as a quarterback, when you're playing well, are you seeing the field better, the defense is better, or what?
I think there's a lot of things that go into it. I think football, different than baseball, is a team game. There's 10 other guys that or you're counting on, and so those guys getting open, the guys up front protecting, or those are huge factors in it, and guys have done that at a high level. So I think that's big. I think seeing it, being confident in what you're seeing is also is always a part of playing the position.